Goldie, did you watch the video I shared with you last night? It was all over the internet.
Of course, that video was terrifying. I was so angry and frustrated that I almost couldn't sleep.
I felt the same way when I watched the video. The Asian woman who recorded the footage was harassed by a hostile racist in the subway. The aggressive man first said that all Asians should die, then started repeatedly telling the woman to get out of America.
The ironic part is that the woman was born in America.
Even if she is not born in America nor a United States citizen, the man is still in no position to say such mean words.
Certainly, I am glad that some people in the subway decided to stand up and support the girl.
At the end of the video, when the racist man was dragged outside the train, I felt a sense of relief. Though violence is never the answer, it sure did stop that event from worsening.
This incident made me recall the Asian hate crimes and the Stop Asian Hate movement that happened in 2021.
How can I forget it? Since last year when the pandemic began, anti-Asian hate crimes have often happened.
The most horrible anti-Asian crime that terrifies me will definitely be the Atlanta spa shooting incident. A white man attacked several spas in Atlanta, causing 8 lives, and 6 of them were Asians. It confused me a lot that the investigator associated the crime with gender bias.
That's ridiculous. In no consequences will I believe that the man picked his victims by random. Speaking of this, I have been hearing news of Asians getting pushed, kicked, stabbed, and even set on fire on streets in America.
To be specific, the hate crimes targeting Asians increased 339% last year compared to the year before, and most of the victims were elderly and women.
That's a dramatic rise, but how come? I thought the pandemic happened in 2020.
While some people claim that the rapid spread of COVID-19 had responsibility for the hate crimes, others blame the rise of Asian hate crimes on their former president, Donald Trump, for his rhetoric racist comments against Asian Americans, especially Chinese Americans, fueling anti-Asian violence. He mentioned COVID-19 as Chinese virus or Kung flu on his Twitter several times.
I feel disgusted. How can a president with such volume and supporters take the lead in racial discriminating? Didn't he know his excessive words would tear the society apart?
He definitely knew the consequences. And also, in my opinion, the new contagious disease is only an excuse, just like the case of Chinese Exclusion Act that happened in 1882. Every time when white privilege is threatened, they will take action to protect it.
I totally agree with you. This is not an isolated incident. White supremacy may change their targets, but it will always exist. Races such as Jewish and Black have also been through these inequalities.
For a long time, the stereotype of Asians are quiet, timid, and afraid of getting involved in things. It's important to stand up and fight back. That's those perpetrators realize the cost of messing with us.
Talking about this, I have heard about a 76-year-old woman that got punched in the face by a guy in San Francisco when crossing the road, but she fought back by using a stick, beating the man until his face was covered in blood. She showed great bravery when facing such a situation.
I have heard that several coaches are opening free self-defense classes for Asian women and elderlies. It's amazing to see people willing to help.
I'm glad to see people getting together, but is there anything we could do? Even if we are only high school students and didn't even live in America.
Actually, there are plenty of things we could do. The most direct way is to donate to organizations such as Taiwanese American Citizens League or Stop Asian American and Pacific Islander Hate.
Are there other ways? I mean, we are just students with little income, so...
Of course there are. Actions such as joining a petition or sharing important information on social platforms can help a lot too. Do not underestimate the power of social media. The The most important, in my opinion, is that we, the Taiwanese, stop being accomplices of hate crimes.
What? Why would we make the situation worse?
I knew some of the people on the internet would say China virus or similar words because the intense relation between China and Taiwan.
Oh, about that, I may or may not have commented about it before, when I didn't realize the severity of it. This whole event made me remind of a quote on a memorial of the Holocaust that we read in class.
Oh, I know that. It started with, first they came for the socialist, or something like that, right?
Yes, the main idea of that quote is to remind us to always stand up for those who suffered persecution. It's a sharp warning for us.
I felt deeply touched when I first read the quote. It's time for history class. Let's discuss this topic with the teacher.
Sure, I'm eager to learn more about this event.